Okay, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nasalli ala rasulihil kareem. So today we're moving on with the quantifiers. Yes? So we're discussing ta'keed ma'nawi, but we're discussing another part of ta'keed ma'nawi. What we're discussing, that until now, the ta'keed we had were like these. Either you repeat the adjective or the verb to intensify the meaning, you repeat the noun, or you add the ta'keed ma'nawi of nafs and ayn to create the meaning of an emphatic pronoun. But what we can do is that we can also use a ta'keed. You can also have a ta'keed ma'nawi to quantify. What does quantify mean? Quantify means that you just, when I say I read the book, what do you think? I read the book. We can also mean I read most of the book. And that's not a lie, it's just how we speak. I ate the pizza, I mean most of it. I ate 6 slices, I left 2 slices behind. Must be hungry, but still. Do you get it? So when you have this kind of structure to create emphasis that no, I literally mean every single person, every single part. You can use a quantifier. And this means every single, all, entire. Do you understand? So for example, say I saw the students. You might think, oh, I saw most of them. Some was in the toilet, some were absent. But if I say, no, I saw every single student. So I saw all of the students. I read the book. I read the entire book. Do you understand? So these words now quantify and create what? The number onto the... It means that I'm referring to every single part or every single member of what we're talking about. So just remember, there are 4 of these, 4 words which are quantifiers. Kila, kullun, 2 have kaf. Kila, but we wrote kila and kilta because kilta is a feminine form of kila. So kila and its feminine form is kilta, that's 1. Kullun, that's 2 with kaf, 2 have jim. Jami and ajma. So 4 quantifiers. The 4 of these, they quantify what? Nouns. Yes? And they create an emphasis meaning that every single member or all of it. And the first one of these is the word kila and kilta. So kila and kilta are used to quantify jewels. What are they used to quantify? Jewels. So the word kila, so look, ja'al waladan kilahuma. So waladan is mu'akkad and kilahuma the ta'keed. And kilahuma means both. I saw the children came, both of them, both of the children came. If it's feminine, you say ja'al bintan kiltahuma. Ja'al bintan kiltahuma. So now you have bintan, a jewel. You quantify the jewel and say both of them. So kilta becomes the mudaf, huma becomes mudaf ilay, and that becomes the ta'keed of the bintan. Understood? And the tarkeeb will be like this. So ja'a fa'il, mu'akkad, ta'keed, mudaf, mudaf ilay. Do you understand? And remember, because the word kila and kilta are muthanna, jewel words, they're mu'arab. This word is mu'arab. So when you have it here, it becomes kilay in a majroor form, in a mansoob form. Kilta becomes kiltay in a mansoob and majroor form. So ra'aytul waladain, waladain is mansoob, so kilay will match it in i'rab. So ra'aytul waladain kilayhima. You following? And nazartu ila al-bintain, majroor form, so it becomes kiltayhima. Yes? The next ta'keed you're going to go through, so we said the 4 of them. Kila, kullun, jami and ajma. Next one is kullu. Same structure. You want to emphasize a word, so you have here malaika. You want to emphasize it, so you say malaika. You make followed up by kulluhum. Kullum becomes mudaf to the pronoun which refers to the mu'akkad ta'keed. So the angels prostrated, all of them, all of the angels prostrated. Yes? You got it? So all the angels prostrated. So here the mu'akkad is a plural noun. What is it? What is it? Plural. And here, tu'minuna bil kitabi kulli. There's 2 ways of translating this, but tu'minuna bil kitabi kullihi. Kullihi, kitab is what? Singular. So here will be all of, or entire. All of, you believe in all of the book. All of the, or the entire book. Yes? So here, tu'minuna, fa'il fa'il, ba harfun jar, al-kitabi kullihi becomes what? Mu'akkad, ta'keed. And then you have a mudaf ilay referring back to the kitab. So you believe in all of the book or the entire book. Are you following? Make sense? Yes? Okay. So kulluhu is finished. So then kila is for what? To quantify jewels. Kullu is to quantify singular or jewel, singular or plural. Okay? Tarkeeb is going to be like this. Fa'il, fa'il, mu'akkad, ta'keed, mudaf, mudaf ilay. Yes? You following? Okay, the next one is jami'. What's the next one? Jami'. Same structure. Ja'a ar-rijal jami'uhum. You have the mu'akkad, then you have the ta'keed. Ta'keed is mudaf, mudaf ilay, and the mudaf ilay, the pronoun which refers to the mu'akkad. Yes? All the men came. So here, the word you're emphasizing is plural, and here you can have it as a singular. قَرَأْتُ الْقُرْآنَ جَمِيعَهُ فِي شَهْرِ رَمَضَانِ. Translation will be, I read the entire Quran. We're emphasizing all parts of one. So the ta'keed can quantify a number or quantify all parts of a singular. I read all of it, of one thing.
In this sentence, you can put kulluhu.
You could put either one of them. So you have the option. You can have kullu, you can have jami, you can have whatever you want. Different ways of expressing it. So I read the entire Quran in Ramadan. So here, same tarkeeb. Ja'a ar-rijal jami'uhum. Yes? Mu'akkad, mudaf, mudaf ilay. That's the structure. Are you following? Okay. Now, so we've got how many so far? We've done kila, feminine is kilta for jewel. Kullu and jami is for singular or plural. Now the last one is ajma. Now ajma is also a mu'akkad, a ta'keed ma'nawi. What is it? Ta'keed ma'nawi. But this ta'keed ma'nawi is for what? Singular and plural nouns, but it's slightly different. Ajma. This we have to pay a bit of attention. It differs. Remember, this is the fourth quantifier. It differs from the other three in how many ways? 3 ways. 3 ways is different. Yes? So altogether, how many quantifiers do we have? 4. Kila, kila, and the feminine is kilta, that's 1. Then kullu, jami, and ajma. So ajma is different from the other 3 in how many ways? 3 ways. Yes? Remember the little code. So you have 2 kafs, 2 jeems, and the last jeem is different to the other 3 in 3 ways. How is it different? Number 1, you have a whole table. Kullu is kullu all the time. Jami is jami all the time. However, the word ajma, it has a mudhakkar form, ajma, has a muannas form, jam'a, has a mudhakkar form, and I put the others in grey because this is the main form. This is the commonly one that's used. The others are not really used that common. You may find it in poetry sometimes here and there, but the main one that we find in the Quran a lot is ajma'un. Yes? And the feminine plural is juma. So you keep this table in mind. But in theory, the main one you'll come across is ajma'un. You will come across ajma sometimes, but mainly it's ajma'un. Yes? So one way is different is it has a whole table. It has a singular, it has a plural, it has a feminine, a masculine. The others don't have this. First way is different. Everybody following me so far? Okay. It has feminine and plural forms. The second thing is, these don't usually become mudaf. All the other 3 were what? It becomes mudaf, and the mudaf ilay is what? A zamir referring back to the mu'akkad, and then that becomes mu'akkad ta'keed. The word ajma'un, it doesn't become ta'keed, it can become mudaf ilay. It becomes ta'keed directly, becoming mudaf ilay. Do you understand the second difference? So the second difference is that the ajma'un, but really ajma'un does not become mudaf. It becomes ta'keed directly. All the other 3 have to become what? Mudaf to a pronoun, and that pronoun refers to the mu'akkad. Are you following? Yes? So for example, Ahlakallahu fir'auna wa junudahu ajma'in. How do you tarkeeb of this? Let's start. Bismillah. Ahlaka. This is a mistake here. Ahlaka. This is fa'il. Lafzun jalala is the fa'il. As maf'ul bihi. Very good. Now what's being emphasized? Fir'aun wa junudahu becomes the mu'akkad, and ajma'in becomes the ta'keed. Now is this ta'keed mudaf ilay? No. All the others are always mudaf ilay. Ajma'un, when it's mansub, obviously it becomes ajma'in because what is it? Ajma'una, ajma'ina, it's like a wa'nun plural. Yes? And then this is what? Ma'tuf alay, ma'tuf, mudaf ilay, it's basic stuff. But this differs because this does not become ta'keed. Mudaf ilay. So 2 ways is different. First way so far is what? It has ajma'un for masculine, jama'a and juma' for feminine. And all the other ta'keed ma'nawi become what? mudaf mudaf ilayh. This does not become mudaf mudaf ilayh. And the third thing is, translation, Allah destroyed Fir'aun and his entire enemy. And the third thing is that ajma'un can be used for double emphasis, additional emphasis, ta'kidun thanin. You can use it as a normal word, but you can also use it to double emphasize something. So if we remove this for now, what is it? Sajada al-malaikatu kulluhum. What does that mean? All the angels prostrated. And if double emphasize that, you can bring another ta'kid. Ta'kidun thanin. What? Ajma'un. Every single one of them. Like, this remove is removed. So when it says sajada al-malaika, it means they prostrated. Some maybe were busy doing something else. They weren't. It says ajma kulluhum, it means all of them. And the ajma'un just says, like, don't even think for a second that one of them did not prostrate. Every single one of them prostrated. Sajada al-malaikatu kulluhum ajma'un. Or every single one of the angels prostrated. So there's the three ways the word ajma is different to the others. How is it different? Number one, it has what? An entire table. It has masculine forms, feminine forms, and plural forms. Number two, it is not mudaf. And number three, it can come as a second ta'keed. This to create additional emphasis to an already existing ta'keed. Do you understand? So this is how, these are the four particles of ta'keed ma'nawi. So if we summarize, what do we have? So now the basics of our ta'keed is finished. So a mu'akkad ta'keed structure is there to create emphasis. This emphasis can either be intensifier. Yes, when you repeat, when you do what? If you repeat an adjective or you repeat the verb, what does it do? It intensifies the meaning of the adjective or intensifies the meaning of the verb. If you repeat a noun, or if you use a noun with ta'keed ma'nawi and use the word ayn or nafs. So ja'a al-maliku al-maliku, ja'a al-maliku aynuhu, ja'a al-maliku nafsuhu. What meaning does it give? Emphatic pronoun, himself. And if you use the other four, this creates the meaning of what? Quantifier, all of them, entire, every single one, all. Yes? And there are what? Four. Two with kaf, two with jim. Kila, and the feminine of kila is what? Kilta. And the other kaf is kullu. The two jims are jami' and ajma. And the last three, the fourth one is different to the other three in three ways. It has a singular dual, has singular and feminine, singular plural, masculine and feminine. Ajma, ajma'un, jama'a, and juma'. But the most common one is what? Ajma'un. The other ones you don't get in the Quran, and you see it very seldomly. Keep it in the back of your mind somewhere, so when it does come, you'll know that it clicks to you. It doesn't become mudaf, and it can be used as a second ta'keed for emphasis. Do you understand? So this is how we understand the ta'keed. So ta'keed lafzi and ta'keed ma'nawi. Ta'keed lafzi is to repeat a word. Ta'keed ma'nawi in Arabic is to have special words. So in the Arabic aspect, you just have to remember ta'keed ma'nawi and ta'keed lafzi. But from a translation, because we're doing in English, you have to remember there are three different purposes. One is to intensify, one is the emphatic pronoun, or one is to quantify. Do you understand? Yes? Any questions here? Any questions? Yes? So we stop here, inshallah. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.